my credit limit was $1,800. If you're applying for a credit card, please do it in person. I'm begging you. Please do it in person. Now, let me explain. So, this past week, I got my first credit card. I got the Chase Freedom Rise. And as you could tell, I went in person to get this card, as hence why I'm actually saying please do it in person, and I'll explain why. But let me just tell you like the whole process. So I told you in one of my previous videos that I've been slacking a lot with my financial, like personal finance stuff. I didn't have a credit card. I still had a high school checking account. I have no assets, no stocks, no nothing. Just a bunch of cash. Not even that much cash, but a bunch of cash, and that's about it. And I told you guys, I have it all under control. So the first step, obviously, is open up a Robinhood account, which I did. I put $50 in there. I've been just playing around. I haven't actually started doing like hardcore investing, but like for long term, I'm gonna do that later on. But going back to the credit card, so I was thinking about getting two credit cards, and it was between my Capital One, Saver One card, and Chase Freedom Rise. I decided on the Chase Freedom Rise because I already had Chase bank account for my high school checking account. So I was like, it works out easier. And pro tip, my friend told me how the Chase Freedom Rise upgrades to Chase Freedom Flex down the line. I don't know the whole procedure for that, but it upgrades down the line, and it doesn't get tagged on as another credit card open for the 524 rule. So if you don't know the 524 rule, it's like for Chase specifically, and I think maybe some others, but I know it's mainly for Chase. If you have more than 5 credit cards opened in the past 24 months or 2 years, then you're going to get like automatically declined for any credit card applications. So if you have a Chase Freedom Rise, that counts as one. And if it upgrades to a Flex later on, that still counts as one. So you can still open up like 4 more cards even after upgrades, like within the past 2 years. So going back, I made my appointment on the app to go in person to a Chase bank that's near the... Oh, I'm sorry, bro. The upstairs people, they be making crazy sounds like squeak, squeak. I don't know. But yeah, I made an appointment in person to the Chase that was near my college. So I went right after class. And they, it was pretty easy. Just do it on the app. And I assume that you can figure out how to do it on whatever app, whatever bank that you use for your checking account. If you don't have a credit card yet, which many of you might not have, unless you're like locked in, then like, but yeah, go in person. Went to the front teller, told them I'm here for a meeting with the guy's name. And yeah, she told me to wait, and I went in. I talked with him. I was like, "Oh, I have a high school checking account." That's the first thing I told him about. I have a high school checking account. Motorcycles, and I told him that I want to change it into a college account because if you didn't know, after you turn 19, your high school checking account becomes a regular checking account. And if you don't have a minimum amount of money in there, it's going to start charging you fees. So make sure you get that checked out. If you're 18 or something and you have a high school checking account, make sure you fix that. So now I have 2 college accounts, which, I mean, it's whatever. And then I told them I want a Freedom Rise. So then I gave him some IDs, gave him my debit card, and the one for my high school checking card account, as sort of like a way to prove that I have some history with Chase, so it's easier to get accepted. That's why I advise, like, if you're getting your first credit card, maybe it doesn't matter that much that it's with the same bank that you have your checking account, but it's pretty helpful. And then you're gonna go through some stuff. They're gonna tell you about, he told me about like something about like if your account goes below zero, they'll pay it for you, but at a fee. And I was like, nah, I don't want to go in debt. Get away debt. I don't want no debt. And then he got a call from some dude, so he was like talking like, and I was like just chilling, waiting. And then he turned his monitor around and he showed me his credit limit was wait. Let me. He showed me my credit limit was $1,800. I don't know how I don't know if that's a lot, but for my first credit card, 1,800 seems like a lot. And going back to the whole point of this video, why I'm saying to do it in person, I have a friend who has a Discover One credit card, and he did it online. Guess what his credit limit is? 500. Not 1,800, 500. And there's a chance that you can get rejected if you apply online, because there's no person that you're looking at face to face to help you out or something like that. It's easier because they don't give a fuck. You're just like a random person. But if you go in person, it's like, it's personal, but like, I'm here for the freedom rise, bro. Put me on. So yeah, go in person. Peace out.